folks, I'm Haynes Shelton with North American Whitetail Magazine. I'm here today with Sam Forbes, NAW's digital editor, and we are in North Carolina on my family farm, and we just finished planting a new food plot. And so, Sam, we've got a cool new digital series coming to NAW's website and social media, and we're talking about how to start a new plot in the timber using manageable equipment.
It's been fun to get out here in the woods, and I'm excited to share all this online.
Absolutely. So folks, what we've done here, a lot of people have questions about how to create a new food plot, in a wood setting. And so what I did here, through a family friend, I was able to trade for some bulldozer work to create this open space. And really, when you're starting a new plot, that's step one, to clear the land. From there, you're kind of left with this new area that you have to turn into tillable land. And our tools for the job, we decided to focus this whole series around manageable equipment using UTVs and UTV attachments to create a finished food plot from step one to done. And Sam, that's what we did. We've got the Polaris, this is Polaris brand new Ranger XP 1000, the big game edition UTV, and we're using the Micro Food Plots Master Series one pass planter food plot implement.
And we put both of them to work yesterday, but I'll tell you what, this dump bed on this UTV was helpful, because it was a war zone when we showed up after that bulldozer. I thought, goodness, I don't know how we're going to pick up all these sticks, but it really came in handy yesterday.
It did, yeah, and that's exactly right. Really, we had to begin by getting all the roots and the leftover tree trunks and debris from the plot. So, folks, we were using the dump bed on the Polaris, and we had an axe and a machete. We were cutting the roots out of the field. We even used the 4,500-pound winch on the front of the Polaris to pull out some big, tree debris that were too heavy to carry. And it worked like a champ, and after a few hours, we really were able to clear the landscape and make it ready to pull the micro food plots to get all of the larger debris out of the way of the discs.
Yeah, once we started running that disc, it really looked like, hey, this little piece of woods might actually turn into a little food plot for us.
Yeah.
And as we ran that disc and broke the soil up more and more, we could pull up some of those bigger logs and get ready to throw down some fertilizer and lime.
Yep, that's right. So obviously we did a soil test here, and I know that some of the property here, it's lowland area, but we have kind of a red clay soil, and it tends to be acidic. And that's a common issue in lots of parts of the southern United States. There's pockets with acidic soil, and the amendment for that is to add lime. So here we broadcast the requirements for lime, and we also had to add some fertilizer, and we did that with manageable equipment too.
We sure did. We just picked up a nice walk-behind seeder at the Tractor Supply and started pouring bags and breaking a sweat.
Yep, that's right. It's just manual labor, but we got it done.
We did. It wasn't too bad. All in a day's work, right?
That's right. So, folks, this was kind of the beginning of the process, clearing the plot, making it ready for planting, and then, step two really was cultivation, and that's where the Micro Food Plots Master Series came in handy. And basically, we used that to come in and break up all of the heavy dirt clods and the big debris that were left behind from the bulldozer, and to begin to work that soil and make it ready for planting.
I'm excited to see all the seed get in the ground, start growing.
Absolutely. Well, folks, stay tuned. In the next video in the series, we're going to talk about the actual cultivation process and preparing for planting.